So yesterday, as you guys were zooming into Millicent Omanga's Diab, as you are sensationalized and excited by that leak. You know, these things are deliberate distraction mechanisms. I keep telling you, Karen Nyamo, Samido, Ide, that's a state-sponsored distraction. This one, once you see something so spectacular, that one has been paid for to distract you from something else. Then there's so many issues we are being distracted from. By the way, they don't necessarily need to be pro-government or whatever. It's just a distraction mechanism, just because Gathering Media is losing their way, because Gathering Media was the ideal distraction mechanism. Gathering Media were bribed to turn a blind eye on corruption, malfeasance, corporate fraud, and all the sorts. Now social media has come. Social media was supposed to be the alternative, but it kind of mirrors Gathering Media, the depravity, the mental impotence of today's journalists. And so you guys still keep taking the bait. So what happened yesterday, for instance? Yesterday there was a plane, there was a Singapore Airlines cargo plane that had an aborted takeoff at JKIA. The next question we should have headed to is, why do we only have one runway when in the Vision 2030 left by Mwai Kibaki, there was supposed to be the Greenfield terminal, which was supposed to make a new terminal altogether, and a second runway? Those are the questions you should be asking. And then you'll revert back to 10 years ago, exactly 10 years ago. The JKIA arrivals terminal was burnt down. Coincidentally, there was no fire brigade. And don't forget, these things are standard issue. They're supposed to be in every airport. But Kenya Airports Authority is a shit show. So the arrivals terminal was burnt down. There was no fire brigade on site. Somehow they had been asked to keep off so that it can burn down well, because they wanted to demolish that building. So you could only see GSUs with jerry cans and back going to switch off a big fire. A GSU with a gun. How is it supposed to stop a fire with a gun, with an AK or a G3? You understand? So those are the questions you should be asking yourself. And then also ask yourself, the same way there was no fire brigade at JKIA when it was burning, was the same way there was no police, there was no private security at Northlands when it was being raided. So the people who are saying that Northlands raid was staged could not be, it's plausible, because the JKIA burning, a whole building burning for 2 days, and there was not a sign of a fire brigade. Everything that was supposed, all the measures for curbing any fire, all of them were not working on that day, coincidentally. So those are the things you piece together, and then you learn another thing. You learn that Kenya is the only country that still maintains the COVID protocols. So who are these COVID protocols feeding? Because the thing with Ruto and why he's losing ground very fast, I think you saw the presidential motorcade, or was it Rigiji? I never know who these guys are, man, because I'm least interested in those logistics. But someone was passing in Gashia, I think it was Rigiji. And normally, because there was sirens were out and everything, normally, especially in the Mount Kenya region, people are so excited. They want to go and see who is this and listen to them. But this time round, everyone was just distanced, because you can see the road. It looks so pathetic. You look at the mud. And these are Kenya Kwisha governors. These Wamatangi has just been spending the last 8 months saying, oh, we want to turn it into a city. No, we don't want. We want to turn it into a municipality. Just shenanigans to excite the media journalists. Instead of doing the basics. The basics is what? Fix the drainage, fix the street lights, fix the roads, fix the pedestrian walkways. And so I saw some other idiot with a sufuria on his head, another peasant, saying, oh, Kenya igawanyishwe, ati watu wa central na wakae pamoja. And he, because you're an idiot, you're using, or you think that Kimani Ishongwa, you think that Dindi, I had you calling him Dindi Mboro. I was dying. Dindi Nyoro, Moses Kuria, Rigiji, they don't speak for me. They don't speak for Mount Kenya. Please do the elections today. We see what Kenya Kwisha will get. These guys, instead of hitting the ground running, instead of doing the work for the first 2 years and then you politic for the next 3 years, they've done it the other way around, because they've been convinced through a Moyera tactic that you need to suppress people, and then you come last minute, you bring the graders, you bring the maram. Oh, we are in the age of the awakening, my friend, bro. Those strategies that you're using for Moyera will not work. You should have hit the ground running first to undo all of Uhuru's errors and messes. Because how do we still have COVID protocols? They are feeding corrupt buffoons like Dr. Patrick Okoth, Dr. Masi Mwangangi. Those were the most corrupt people, together with Mutahi Kagwe, Matiangi. Why are their deals still running? Why is Matiangi's deal of number plates still running? So who is running the government? Is it Uhuru or is it Ruto? Those are the things that are confusing us, and they're making us see, kumbe, this was not the change. This was not the dawn of a new era that people were touting when they were saying, oh, Uhuru must go. Because Matiangi's deal for number plates, we didn't need it. People used to go to the port, you get a number plate on the same day. Now you're getting a green number plate, and then you're being told to wait, and then what? NTSA, the system is dysfunctional because you are bringing it down because you want to bring your own. Now you saw Julius Bitok, the PS of immigration, he's really trying to penetrate into a scam. Now he wants to privatize the passport printing. So you deliberately destroy the immigration department and its printing capacity so that you appoint a private entrepreneur who is connected to you guys, so that the passport which we are applying for 9,000 today will be 27,000 next year. We know your stance. Julius Bitok has been talking about the national digital identifier. I don't know. He's really trying to penetrate into a scam. So Julius Bitok is someone to watch. The PS of immigration is someone to watch, because he's really trying. He's bribing journalists. He's bribing media for sensational headlines just to sanitize the heist. You understand? On this other side, we have Dindi Nyoro. They're so desperate. They want to acquire parastatals. So we don't know who is running this country. We don't know why Uhuru's deals are still running. Why are there still COVID protocols at JKIA? Why are the tents which are being paid 2 million shillings a day? They were owned by the members of the Kenyatta Family Criminal Enterprise and those St. Mary's Kenyatta Family hoodlums. They are still in operation. So who is running the country if his cartels are still working? Patrick Amoth and Masi Mwangangi, those frauds can still be allowed, together with Kenya Airports Authority scammers masquerading as board members, those thugs. They are still, their deals are still being allowed to run. COVID protocols in 2023, no other country. It's crazy. This is mad. You guys are insane. And now you want to call yourself Kenya Kwanza, you chest stamping. No. On this other side, somebody died in Pumwani Maternity Hospital, dying because they were locked from the gate. Ideally, that should have been that should have been ground zero for a revolution. I kid you not. Because how you masquerade as change, you are smooth, you have smooth talking demeanor, you have what? You're plastering billboards over here telling people welcome back, Happy New Year, welcome back. Billboards are all over Nairobi, and then you can't attend to one person, one pregnant woman. No. Bro. So anyway, I've just told you, get distracted all you want by the diab. That's your call. But ideally, you always look at what is happening behind the scenes. There's no shortage of diab if you go on Instagram. By the way, just go to Instagram today. If you want to see diab, you'll see higher quality diab. You understand? So don't get distracted. When you see something so deliberate, and then they were so keen on, not showing the other, sensational areas, but it was just left, it's almost like going to swim. You guys are getting excited by something, but if you go to beach countries, places which are located around a beach, people dress like that. So there's nothing spectacular over there. You understand? So if you want to see Nyash, go to Instagram. All the Nyash is there. Even TikTok, you'll see Nyash proper. But keep your eyes on the prize. There's a lot which is happening behind the scenes. And I've told you, COVID protocols are here because they are feeding cartels. Now, who has inherited those cartels? Because those were Uhuru's cartels. That's the Kenyatta family cartels who are making money from those COVID protocols. So who has inherited them in this Kenya Kusha shit show? Somebody has inherited them. Jitokeze wewe, you're the thug, you're the thief.